techniques on my way. After endless sessions of different alternative treatments, I had learned enough to understand that any help you get from outside may give you relief, but it eventually bounces off like water on a goose. The only viable path is that of your own. More so, I had come to the understanding that most problems originate not in genes or biochemistry, like many want us to believe, but in conflicts, in trauma. These trauma are like computer programs. Every event is recorded in our body. This memory mechanism was discovered by Dr. Wilder Penfield in 1952. Whenever an event occurs, the subconscious walks through all of our recorded past and compares the current event with the past ones to see if any of them matches. If an adequate one is found, the subconscious will use the stored event as a script for the occurring one, for our benefit, of course. The fact that the unconscious is capable of running much of the business that we call our everyday life is amazing. Moreover, the unconscious catches impulses way faster than does the conscious mind, whereas the unconscious virtually is working simultaneously. The conscious mind lags miserably behind. A slack line may serve as an example. If you needed to think before your every move to stay or even move forward on the line, your time on the line would be very short indeed. This is the big difference between the virtuous and the amateur. Mastering very much means to incorporate skills in the unconscious mind. It is a saying that the master has it in the spine, incorporated, so to speak. However, if the outcome of the old recorded event is not really of your liking, if I consciously decide this stored program drives my life in a wrong direction, I can take control and do pretty much whatever I want. For this conscious moment, that is. As soon as this object drops out of my consciousness, if not before, then at least when I fall asleep, the control fades and the subconscious is back in business. This is why, if you want to live your life with an undesirable set of patterns in your subconscious and overrule every one of them, you will stay occupied with the tiniest decisions every moment and never really be able to take a walk and enjoy the warming sun or the beautiful sound of the nightingale. Luckily, the mere fact that these patterns could be stored, recorded, or written in the first place indicates that eventually they may also be rewritten. One technique developed to bring lasting relief is EFT, the Emotional Freedom Techniques. The technique consists of a pattern of tapping on different acupressure points while repeating a message about the problem one wishes to overcome. The messages are all built on a blueprint. It starts out with, even though I have this ... Then comes your problem, and subsequently, I deeply and completely accept myself. If I felt rejected by my father as a child, I would say, even though I had this rejection by my father, I deeply and completely accept myself. That this should bring about changes made sense to me, and I started practicing. Over the next year or so, I tapped for hours every single day, registering every single tap and message in sophisticated databases in order to measure the slightest progress. I found none. Exhausted and crestfallen, I let go of it and never returned to the tapping. I did think at that moment that everything had been wasted. But actually, I had learned a lot. These endless hours of tapping had helped me a bit closer to my body, from no connection to some kind of idea about it. What I had really been exercising was my body awareness, the crucial sense which would come in handy later. This lack of results demonstrates how difficult it may be to get to the core of even the simplest methods. In no manuals about EFT did I find anything about the crucial discrimination between different states of mind mentioned above. In the beta state of mind, I can think about it, but in gamma, I am and I create. Hence, a piece of advice to you, dear reader, do not hesitate to get help. Do not spend years of your life trying to figure things out that are already out there and that other people master and may be able to teach you within hours.